What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Fallout 4. Today, we're heading to the Institute. The signal interceptor is ready to go. All we need to do is talk to Proctor Ingram and step on the platform. But of course, our mission is to not just go into the Institute, but to track down an asset to the Brotherhood known as Dr. Madison Lee, which means we can't go in guns a-blazing. We gotta put on a straight face, smile for the people, and make them, at least for the moment, trust us enough not to shoot us first. And I have decided to remove the helmet and the sunglasses to hopefully, I don't know, maybe convince them that this is a face worth trusting. What do you think? Yeah, I know I wouldn't trust it either. All right, we're going to head on over here and go to Proctor Ingram, and we're just going to step on this thing and see if it actually works.
I think the signal interceptor is ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform, and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
All right, I will do that. Let me just walk over here.
Or are you out? Make up your mind.
What? Geez, let me actually step on the platform, please. Thank you. Before you yell at me.
Dr. Lee is a valuable asset.
Let's see.
If any harm
Relays
comes
dialed
to
in. Beam
holding the
emitters
person
warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to.
Are you gonna keep talking? Go away, Maxon.
On this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete.
Refrain
Ramping
from
the
opening
emitter.
fire inside the
60%,
It could jeopardize our entire mission.
Emitter's spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone.
Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay, that was quite the big bombshell, wasn't it? So, the Institute, a place that genuinely believes that it is the best place for the people of the Commonwealth, that it genuinely has the interests of everybody, or the best interests of everyone at heart. So, well, that remains to be seen, but at least we know where Dr. Lee is now, Madison Lee. She is evidently in Advanced Systems. But we need to meet all of the division leaders, and we will have to do that. We also need to find ourselves a terminal and put the network scanner in it and, well, see what's really going on here.
Excuse me, Doctor.
I don't
They
know.
weren't kidding. You
Most
really
of them
are
have lasted
here.
long past
Well,
their
all right.
projected lifespans.
I'm Allie.
If you ask
Allie
me,
Fillmore.
they were
You
built
can think of
pretty
me
well.
as the Institute's chief engineer. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to...
So there's one. Now, I'm just going to have a brief look around really quickly. I want to see, is there anything I can buy myself here? This is like a medical area of some sort. It looks like we have a kitchen here too. Not you. Maybe it is in this one. I need to talk to you. Yeah, okay, it is. It's this one right here. I'm going to talk to you.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Technology of some sort, huh? Let's see what they have. So they got like a Dictol, bunch of Institute weapons, which I don't really care about that. Clean room suit. But this one right here, Experiment 18A. 25% faster fire rate and 15% faster reload for 60/60 caps, which I do not have near enough for that. We also got like Synth Armor Mark II and Mark III, which I could use to kit out a pretty nice set, but I think I'll pass on that. Everything else is pretty mundane. I don't really think I'm going to be doing anything or really going after anything else. There's a bunch of junk. I mean, what stuff can I actually sell to make this work? Like, how much can I get out of it? Like, see, yeah, it's like not nearly enough. I might have to go and take a look around my just kind of what sort of gear I have and see my equipment and see what I can sell off if I can get a hold of that weapon. But I would like to be able to do that before, you know, we blow this place sky high. Okay, so let's head on into the bioscience area next and see what's going on, since this is just the closest. We'll head into advanced systems last. Alrighty. What do we got going on in here? They're growing sorts of plants and stuff like that. Gorillas, huh? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Promising results.
Yeah, that's a little bit creepy and weird and unnatural. Also, extremely tiny space. Are you kidding me? Man, you guys are absolute assholes. All right, well, let's head over here and talk to this dude.
To think too much, Doc.
There's still people, and
so
they're
good to have you
suffering.
here. Dr. Clayton
at least
Holdren,
admit that. It's
head of the
incredible.
Bioscience Division.
After all,
I can't wait for
how
you to
can
see
we
the
hope
work
to
we're doing?
redefine mankind
It's
if
truly
we can't
amazing.
even hold on to our own humanity?
I'll reserve judgment until I know more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Pretending to care, pretending to care, pretending to care. All right, let's go take a look at the the SRB, which is the Synth Retention Bureau. And this, to me, is probably the most interesting area beyond advanced systems because, well, we're not so happy about the whole synth problem that's been going on. Remember, these things are abominations against society. And, yeah, I'm not a big fan of them, also.
Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the
Scanning
middle of the
unknown
night is
identity.
totally unacceptable.
Clearance
pass
confirmed.
along your message.
Oh, I'm allowed in, but this guy's not?
That you do.
Interesting. I think the only thing you can say about this place is, well, the word sanitized. Everything else just seems a little off. Also, get out of my freaking way.
Please
Hi,
don't.
Doc.
So,
There's enough friction as it is
Here you
between
are.
us and pretty much
Fineo,
all the other departments.
Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this guy. I'm not a fan of this entire department. I'm not a fan of this, everything that they've got going on in here. But I'm going to see. Maybe there's some stuff that I can actually take. So let's see. We got a couple things worth grabbing. Courser uniforms. I don't know if those are any good, but I can grab all these. This extra ammo might be good to have. Synth relay grenades. No, I'll pass. Yeah, I think that's enough. All right, let's head off to Advanced Systems for the real prize. Let's talk to Dr. Madison Lee. There's just something so unnatural about this place. Everything about it just feels like it feels right, but also feels so wrong. It's, you know, it's got that utopian vibe, obviously, which the thing about utopias is they're always too good to be true. And this place is definitely no exception to that rule. I'm not a fan at all, but maybe in here we'll actually get some answers as to, well, what we're doing here, and hopefully Madison Lee will be on board. All right, that's what I like to hear. Guns firing. Maybe we can get like some ammo and stuff like that in here. That would be kind of nice. Also, there's a terminal over there that I'm going to have to take a look at in a second. Let me just take these fusion cells off of you. Thank you. All right, I'll let you get back to it. I'll even shut the door for you. Okay, let me head on in here really quickly. Hopefully nobody minds what I'm about to do here. Let's use this thing. All right, so I'm going to load the network scanner and let it do its thing. So we're going to initiate a network scan here. And we just need to give the holotape back to Proctor Ingram, so let's eject this thing now that it's all done. And go talk to Madison Lee.
That was productive.
Excuse me, Madison.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
I was just told to get you to come back.
The Brotherhood wants me back, and the best they can do is send a robot that does nothing but follow orders? Sorry, but you're going to have to do a lot better than that.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
All right, and now we have the ability to get in and out of here. Also, holy crap, that was annoying trying to play the nice guy there. I mean, we had to because obviously we don't want to get on her bad side or anything. We kind of need her help, but sheesh, she is stuffy. Okay, we are going to be heading off to Biosciences in the next episode and seeing what we can do to handle this situation. So we're going to see if we can get some proof for Dr. Lee. Talking to Father, I think that's pretty low on my priority list at the moment. So I'm going to head back on out and call this an episode. Thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Fallout 4. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.